Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're going to dive into two of the most basic, but also most important, parts of our daily lives: what we eat and what we wear. You know, they're so much more than just necessities. They're like these languages we use every single day to experience the world and really to express who we are. So, let's get right into it. Seriously, take a second to think about that. Your answers aren't just simple facts, are they? They actually tell a story. They're kind of the first chapter in understanding how these fundamental choices shape our day, our culture, and yeah, ultimately, our identity. All right, first up, let's explore the world of food. It's not just about fuel to get you through the day. It's about connection, it's about celebration, and of course, flavor. And we're going to start with a scene I think a lot of us know and love.
Just picture it. The sun is shining, your friends and family are all gathered around, and you've got that amazing, unmistakable smell of food cooking outdoors. This familiar setting, it's absolutely packed with its own special vocabulary.
At the very heart of any barbecue is, of course, the grill. You can think of it as an outdoor stove that uses the raw heat of a fire or those glowing hot coals to cook everything just right. That direct heat is what gives you that signature smoky flavor we all associate with a great barbecue. Now, before the meat even gets close to that grill, a really crucial step often happens. You marinate it. This just means soaking it in a super flavorful mix of spices, herbs, and liquids. The whole point of this process is to pack the meat with flavor and make it incredibly tender.
And what's cooking on that grill? Well, alongside the usual burgers and steaks, you'll often find kebabs. These are those delicious skewers, threading together pieces of meat with all kinds of colorful vegetables. They're just perfect for cooking over an open flame and super easy to eat while you're chatting with people.
Of course, you absolutely need something to keep the drinks cold, and that's where the cooler comes in. It's such a simple but brilliant invention. Basically, a portable, non-electric box you fill with ice that keeps everything from sodas to other beverages perfectly chilled for hours.
So, a barbecue is a fantastic special event, but our relationship with food is also defined by a daily rhythm. Our eating habits are usually structured around these really distinct meals. We start our day with breakfast, refuel with lunch, and then have our main meal, dinner, in the evening, with, some snacks in between to keep us going. This simple structure is a pretty universal part of how we all organize our lives.
And beyond our daily routine, food becomes this incredibly powerful symbol of identity. I mean, think about it. When you think of Italy, pizza and spaghetti probably come to mind. Japan, it's sushi. Food is just deeply woven into the fabric of a national culture. And for celebrations, we mark our biggest moments, birthdays, holidays, with special meals that become these cherished traditions.
So, here's the crucial point. Food does so much more than just nourish us, it connects us. And in the very same way, what we wear does more than just cover us, it expresses who we are. Both of them are these powerful, non-verbal languages. So now, let's explore that second topic, clothing. Every morning we make choices about what to put on. And these choices are guided by comfort, by the occasion, and by this desire we have to present ourselves to the world in a certain way. You know, the simplest way to think about this is by dividing our clothes into two main categories. On one hand, you've got your casual wear, your go-to t-shirts and jeans, all designed for comfort and everyday life. And on the other hand, you have formal wear, the suits and dresses that are reserved for special events or professional settings where you need to make a specific impression.
But how do we actually talk about our clothes? Well, just like with food, there's a whole vocabulary we use to describe the specifics, the color, the material, and the fit that make each item totally unique.
Color is often the very first thing we notice. We can choose bold, bright colors that really grab your attention, or maybe some subtle, neutral tones for a more timeless look. Soft pastels are always popular in warmer seasons, and patterns like stripes or florals, they just add a whole other layer of personality.
The material, or the fabric, is what defines how a piece of clothing feels and functions. Cotton is super soft and breathable, perfect for a favorite t-shirt. Wool is our go-to for warmth in winter sweaters. Denim gives our jeans that classic strength, and silk offers that smooth, luxurious feel for more elegant pieces. And finally, there's fit. How the clothes actually sit on your body. Something can be tight-fitting, like skinny jeans, which are designed to be snug. Or it could be loose-fitting, like a comfy sweater that gives you room to breathe. And then you have stretchy materials, like in leggings, which are designed for flexibility and movement.
Ultimately, all these elements, the color, the material, and the fit, they all come together to create your personal style. And it's not just about following the latest trends. It's really about choosing what makes you feel genuinely like yourself.
So let's bring it all together now. Every day, through the food we choose to eat and the clothes we choose to wear, we are telling a story about ourselves.
These choices are so far from random. That comforting soup you made might reflect a need for warmth and care. That bright shirt you wore could be an expression of your happy mood. They're daily acts of creativity that communicate who we are without us having to say a single word.
So I'll leave you with this one question. Think about your day, from your morning coffee to the sweater you're wearing right now. If your daily choices tell a story, what story did you tell today?